So I want to figure out what stock options are. Like right now, our company, Studying.com, we're about to grow to 7 figures every single year. And I want to learn what to do with all my cash reserves, because right now it's sitting in cash and that's not too efficient because it's being lost to inflation. The cash is literally losing money in value every single day. So I want to learn about stock options, and I want to bring you guys on my journey on researching about this, and you guys can watch and see how I learn new things. I have nothing to sell you. I'm Andy Mai, I'm 22 years old. We have 30 plus employees worldwide, and I'm just here to document my journey from 500,000 to 7 figures to 10 million to 100 million to $1 billion. And I just want to document this whole journey on YouTube. Let's jump right into today's videos. So stock options. Interesting. So when you do options, stock options, you lose the whole amount if you bet wrong. So it looks like you can go ahead and set prices and bets on how high it would go or how low it would go. And then you would lose the entire amount if it doesn't happen. Puts and stocks. Put is when you predict it's going to go down, and call is when you predict it's going to go up. I don't really understand it yet. Okay, let's try a different article. Because there's like, if you're calling at 150, why does it have to go to 170 for you to be profitable? So the price you set would be called the strike price or the preset or the exercise price. It's called option trading. Okay, interesting. So this is a clear example. If you had $5,000 and you invested in Apple at $165 per share, and it increased to say $181.5 per share, you've made 10%, and you would have went from 5,000 to 545, making a return of 495. I think that should be 445 in return. This number's wrong. Now let's see the call option. Okay, so here's an example where there's a call option where you're predicting it will go up at a strike price of 165. So you just need it to increase. And that option costs $5.50, $5.50 per share, or $5.50 per contract. So that allows him to buy 9 contracts. Interesting. So you're actually buying 100 shares at $5.50 per share? No, oh no, make a deal on 900 shares. Yeah, because it's $550 per share. Divide that by the total amount of 5,000, you can get 900 shares. All right. So with 900 shares, oh, I see what's happening. So with these option calls, you're paying $550, and that's the cost. You need it, let's say at 550, 675 plus $5.50, that's 170.5. So you need it to increase more than 170.5 for you to make a profit. Okay. So if the stock price increases at 10%, option will expire in the money and it will be worth $1,650 per share. So that's turning 5,000 into like 15,000. And then if you lost, you would have lost that 550. So that means the people who are calling, if this is a call, if the people who are doing puts are offsetting this $5.50 cost. And the premium is the $5.50 you pay, I think, per share. And yeah, the profit is unlimited. Now let's talk about puts, the opposite. Everything things are going bearish. Covered call, interesting. Covered call meaning you can sort of cover yourself, where if you're thinking you've bought some shares and you think it's going to go up, and if it doesn't go up, your put will give you a return. Figuring out the maths will be too tiring, but I sort of get the concept here. What is option trading? And then I know there's some option trading where you lose the whole amount. You don't just pay a premium price, but you lose the whole amount. Okay, interesting. Call is buy at a certain price. Put is sell at a certain price. Interesting. So put is if you buy 100 shares of ABC at say $50 per share, you now sort of have the contract, or you own 100 shares of ABC at at $50. So when the price drops down to $25 per share, you have the option to buy at $25 and sell at $50, Okay, so calling is buying. So you want to say buy, I want to buy 100 shares of ABC, but then at $50 each, that's the current price. What's the difference between that and just buying the stock at 50? So let's go with, so if you're calling for something to increase, you say, hey Tesla, I think Tesla's going to go to 2,000. So put a strike price of 2,000 and you buy these contracts. Now these contracts will be, say, right now the price is say 1,000. Let's say you have 5,000, rather than putting 5,000 to buy 5 Tesla stock, you might be sold some call options that are only $10, which allows you to then buy like $100, $10. That allows you to buy 100 times the amount of Tesla stock. Now if it doesn't go to 2,000, you lose the whole amount. And if it does, then you make a huge amount in return. And then if it keeps going up, like you can hold onto these options, but these options will be worth more and more and more as they go up, because that's when they're exercised. And then the opposite is when it goes down. So let's say I think Tesla's going to go down to 500. Right now it's at 1,000. I buy a bunch of call options at 1,000, and then if it goes down to 500, I'll somehow make the difference at 10x the leverage. If it doesn't, let's say it goes only down to 900, then my options are now worthless and I've lost the whole amount. Now what gives options value? I think it's like having an option is like having a stock, or like it's having like a sort of, an option is like having, yeah, sort of like having a figurative stock coupon. It's like a coupon that seems to expire at a certain date. So that's what gives it value, because if you buy the coupon, you can get what the coupon sort of says. You set a put at 500 and the current price is 1,000. If it goes down to 500, the reason why that would be valuable is because your option is at 1,000, and rather than, like, that's better than 500. I don't know. It's a bit confusing. I don't really get it, but I sort of got a gist of it. I'm not going to put in any more time to research because now it's like inefficient. But I've been able to get the 80% gist of what puts and calls are, and sort of starting to understand it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's me sort of spending 25 minutes, and within 25 minutes I got the gist of this really complicated sort of. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's go ahead and announce last video's winners for $1,000 worth of courses, a consulting course with me. The winners here. If you guys want to qualify, all what to do is shop, comment below, follow me on Instagram, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like this video, and I'll be picking the best comment every single video. Peace.